Good morning. Good morning, Vishal Devji. Good morning, Manasji. This is my third Bhubaneswar edition, right? And I think I came coming for the third time on a event, for example. I'm born in Bhubaneswar. So that actually, so whenever Fahim or anybody calls me to Bhubaneswar, I'll coming running here because it's a beautiful city. When we land here, you see every single thing right in place in terms of the roads, the sidewalks, the entire traffic movement, people following the signal at 9:30 or 10 o'clock at night, which was coming from Bangalore. It's an extremely pleasant surprise to me. But today's discussion, thank you so much, sir. I love this city, by the way. So, today's discussion is all about digital. But why I actually touched upon the part of how the city looks like and the behavior, it all goes about the governance and the behavior of a human being. That drives how a state is transforming itself digitally. That's a part of and a pivotal part of the entire state. So unless or until we have capacities built in, unless and until we have governance built in, and we have people who actually take the leadership in driving that, making sure the programs are put in the right place, and there is people who are motivated enough to run it, none of the digital transformation will work. And that's actually the behind the success of the Odisha. And I want to congratulate, I was reading the AI policy also. There's AI in every single place, including disaster management, agriculture, and others. I don't think so that any state has thought through in depth like Odisha. So first of all, I think all of you should go and read that AI policy which the government has released. Now coming to the points, I'm an ex-consultant we do system integration work, but I'm a consultant by heart, so that's why I need to actually give you 4 or 5 points. My 3 points very clearly is, first is about how do you create an experience to the citizens. When we go on to a service delivery mechanism of a PSU or a public sector or a government, vis-a-vis, I keep on giving this example. I don't have a bias or any shares or equity in this company, just for disclosure, as against Amazon. When you pick up a phone of Amazon for refund, they don't ask you 10 questions why you're doing it. They ask you what is the code, how it is done, can I actually refund you or can I actually get it delivered again? They don't argue with you. So what is that? It actually leaves an experience for you to come back again despite having. So building an experience in the digitally available native apps is extremely important today. I'll give you another example. The way in which you would like to book your tickets on booking.com or a Make My Trip, you definitely would like to have it on any of the railway IRCTC platforms or a railway.com or anything, right? So experience is extremely important for us. And I think that's one messaging which is going. And as an industry community here, put more efforts on making the UI UX of the application much more robust, much more beautiful, simpler, 3 clicks away, all those things. Not a very heavy feature or a content rich application or a website on it. That's gone of the day. First things is experience. And I'm seeing that trend going slowly in the government, but I think that is one place where everyone can benefit. The second is, we all talk about sovereignty, and I want to touch about this subject because after the Ops Sindoor, sovereignty for India has taken a new form and shape. What is sovereign for us means, and we want to say that everything we want to develop in India, we want to make in India, we want to actually build it in India, we want to keep it in India. But sovereignty has 4 parts to it. A data, the application, the infrastructure, and the last one is talent. I think we get too much bogged down by the first 3. Data, yes, policy allows us to keep the data in India or even local in the state. The second is infrastructure. You can have a cloud in the state, which is focused on the regional, or you can have a data center. That's easy to solve. Application, and I'll leave it application a little bit. Now there's a discussion that application should also be India-made application, okay, Indian-made application. The last part is talent. How much, whether the application is made in India, made outside of the India, do I have talent which can manage it in India? That's more important than any of the other factors. If you have people who can run, manage, and any application, any infrastructure, any kind of data they can play with, and they are basically Indians, and we have the companies who can actually provide that, that actually is beyond anything else. So the sovereignty definition, and I was having a debate with a couple of people in the defense also, the definition of sovereignty is not there right now in METI or any other place. There's no definition right now. But the definition should start from all of us, saying that how do we create capacities which are much more sovereign. The last one, I'll leave it as, every state is vying for investments in technology. But most importantly, and we all look at GCCs, ITM, and Deloitte has also set up an office here. But most important is what we need for India to become a Viksit Bharat. And I saw that, I think Viksit Odisha 2032 is the plan. 36, sorry. What we are actually saying is R&D is going to be the next new driver for us. And this is not about a pharmaceutical anything. The core technology R&D, the work which happens in Silicon Valley today needs to happen in India. That will actually change and transform. And I went through the various subjects in the panel. If you look at all these, and I say that how much of this is being researched in India, you'll find very little scope for that right now. But for doing that, the demand and the supply side, how many students are moving into the PhD side, how much infrastructure we are putting for the R&D establishment, that should be one of the plan. And for him, I actually challenge you to put up a session around R&D, because even the Department of Science and Technology has created a massive fund. And when I say massive, it's one of the largest R&D innovation funds Abhay Karandikar ji has put in. All of us should actually go and target R&D for India and for vertical state, because I know Bhubaneswar is blessed with multiple engineering colleges. It's extremely, I think the density of engineers per square kilometer should be highest anywhere. So for Bhubaneswar, this is the place where the R&D can happen. So my suggestion is, any of you are coming from the companies where R&D is happening, please try and see if can be done in locally in India rather than internationally. So these are the 3 points. I've digressed a little bit from governance because panels will go and discuss this about it, and I therefore wanted to share my few thoughts about the technology and trends in India. Thank you so much. Have a great sessions going forward.